This is AS Chemistry Chapter 2, Lesson 7 on electronegativity. Now we'll start by talking a bit about covalent bonding, and then we'll move on to this idea of electronegativity. So a covalent bond is a shared pair of electrons. And in the bottom of this slide we can see a picture where we've got a molecule, and that's chlorine, and we can see a shared pair of electrons between the two atoms. So we can see that shared pair of electrons. If the elements are the same, then the shared pair of electrons will be equally between the two atoms, i.e. between them directly in the middle. And we can see that in this case. So if both atoms are chlorine atoms, then that shared pair of electrons is in the middle, and we expect the shared pair of electrons to be in the middle. However, if the two elements are different, then one atom has more of the shared pair of electrons towards it than the other. So instead of the shared pair of electrons being in the middle, the shared pair of electrons are closer to one of the atoms than the other one. And that's why this concept of electronegativity comes in. So this happens because of electronegativity. So if both the atoms are same in the covalent bond, then the shared pair of electrons is in the middle, in between the two atoms, so equally shared. If the two elements are different, then one atom will have more of the shared pair of electrons towards itself than the other one. And we'll talk about what effect this has on the molecule or the bond in a few slides' time. So let's move on with actually what is electronegativity and how does it affect a bond or a molecule. So we'll start by looking at the definition, and something I would encourage you to write down, of electronegativity. So electronegativity is the power of an atom to withdraw electron density in a covalent bond, and that's worth 2 marks. The first mark is for saying electronegativity is the power of an atom to withdraw electron density. And the second and most important mark is for saying in a covalent bond. So electronegativity is the power of an atom to withdraw electron density in a covalent bond. Now the more powerful the atom is at withdrawing electron density means pulling the shared pair of electrons almost towards itself. So the more stronger that atom is, or that element is at pulling electron density towards itself, it means that it's more electronegative. So if an atom or an element is more electronegative, it means it's very good at pulling the shared pair of electrons towards itself. It's very good at pulling that shared pair of electrons towards itself. Now, we'll look at that in a minute, in a few slides' time. So electronegativity is the power of an atom to withdraw electron density in a covalent bond. And all elements are given an electronegativity number. And this number can be obtained from the Pauling electronegativity scale. And that's the person who came up with this idea of electronegativity. And I've got a small section of the periodic table, and we can see that on that section we've got some numbers.